It's Late Night Talk from DB News. Good evening, I'm Daniel, and I thank you for tuning in. It has occurred to me that a lot of people since COVID have been worried about their health. Everyone is trying the best new diet and workout to improve their quality of life. One big controversial topic seems to be the talk about fat. Is it good for us? Is it bad? What do we really know? A study provided by Victor Bustos explains that the effect of fats on longevity have traditionally been disregarded as purely detrimental. However, new studies are starting to uncover that the possible beneficial effects of lipids working as signaling molecules on health and longevity. Fats are in a nasty bucket of negative connotation that has been formed by the public and those who created brands to rely on quote-unquote fat-free products. I personally went around thinking that fat-free foods were the best thing for my health, and I should be avoiding all kinds of fats. The truth behind this is actually very simple. There are good fats, there are healthy fats, and then there are bad fats. Studies from the EBSCO host claim that there are very good benefits from a low-carb and high-fat diet. That's right, not a high-carb, low-fat, a low-carb, high-fat. Some of you would know this as keto, which is an almost non-existing carb and a very high-fat diet, but a low-carb will suffice. And this is quite the opposite of what every and most consumers would believe. This diet is something that I personally tried for a few months and personally saw amazing results. Not only did it change how I felt about myself, how I felt about eating, but it changed how I felt about fat. And it made me want to research more into different foods and what foods offered healthy fats, and still, what fats do I stay away from? And in my research, I found that a few healthy foods that we can consume, which are almost everyday foods, include avocados, olive oils that you can just throw in salads, and fish. The processed fats are what you gotta stay away from, though. Those are called trans fat, and it is pretty important to know the difference between the two. According to Priyanka Bardani, fats are essential to us, but we need to consume them in a limited amount. The main four types of dietary fats include the polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, trans, and saturated fats. The saturated and trans fats raise the LDL, or low-density lipoproteins, and those are considered unhealthy. So what about the other two? The mono and poly? Those actually lower the LDL, which is very beneficial. And an article from Help Guide discussed that fat is a type of nutrient, and the body needs fat to survive. And these low-fat diets could really negatively impact someone's health if done incorrectly. And that's why I think fat is actually pretty awesome and beneficial. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.